Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here with a short little vid. I always say that until I start yakking and yakking and yakking. Anyway, so I was showing you earlier some message centers that I've done, and then Susan, Miss Sunshine, Susan Denton, she came up with a great idea. And then we were pondering, how do we attach the pen? How do we So I came up with a solution. There were two solutions. One, we could have used, those rubber bands or those elastics that you can attach, glue it to your books or binders or whatever. Um, that was great, but I hate those elastics. For some reason, I can never get the darn pen back in the elastic without pulling it, and I want something that I can pull it out and put it back. So this this little DIY, I guess, is mostly Susan's idea. All I've done is embellished it. So for you, Susan, this is what I came up with. Our little message center that we make out of these. This is a 5x7. It's those plastic. I don't want to show you the front yet. It's these plastic photo frames, and what I've done is, this is a very simple one, okay? So what I've done, I've embellished it a little bit. In the back, it's all black. It's a plain black cardstock. I've just added this bling basically to hide a little bit of the glue that was there. I wanted to leave it plain. I added a little bling on the bottom. But what this is kind of doing the opposite of those dry eraser pens. So I've made two of these. Unfortunately, I ran out of the 5x7s, and I didn't want to show you the bigger one because it wasn't finished. So anyway, so what I've done is I put a black piece of cardstock in the back. I have glued one corner. I could probably glue the other, but it seems to be fine. And I just added this little flower with some hot glue gun. And this is my idea for the pen. And the reason I came up with this is because I want something that's going to sit in there and easy to pull out, and sit in there and easy to pull out, because I hate struggling with things. You know what would happen is, if I can't get it in the elastic, I'd throw it on the table beside, and then I'd lose the pen. So what this is the reverse of the whiteboard. So we've made this plastic become our message center using the black border. I have the two colors here. Now what the pen I'm using is chalk writer, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree or Dollarama? Dollar Tree, I think. But anyway, any one of the dollar stores, a lot of girls have been hauling them. So what I've done is I have created this little flap, and I have glued it on. And what I like about it is that it really comes off easily. I mean, easily that I'm holding it up. But if I put it down, it really does come off easy. And it doesn't leave any residue. Now watch it leave residue now that I'm saying that. But it's not. I'm just wiping it clean. And it's been on there for a while because I wanted to test it to be sure. And there it is. Whoops. And there it is. Plain and simple. So if you want to leave a message for your kids or whatever, chalk writer, I know it's got those bulky things, but it's just, doctor's appointment today, 2 p.m., and it's you can see it, right? So that's the white chalk writer. take that off. Now I have a pink one and a white one. That's all I have. I mean, I'm sure there are other colors. And I'm just using a paper towel to wipe it off. I found using those wet ones sometimes smears it, and then we got to go over it with the dry one anyway, so what the heck. So with the, with the pink one, and it comes out pretty good. So let's say the same thing. Doctor appointment. 2 p.m. Same size pen. Stick it in. Oops. I just dropped it. Stick it in here, and it fits. And I just love these because you can put them anywhere in your kitchen, in your office, in your dining room. You can leave it blank so that the next person coming in, if there's people in your family, will come in and do their thing, leave a message. Going to soccer, going to the bar, see you later, chips, whatever. And now, I've used this white a few times, and there is a teeny bit of residue. Teeny. Well, I'm fussy. I like it really clean looking. So I just used one of my wet wipes, whatever you want to call them. I think they're baby wipes. And I'll just go over it to wipe it down again. But it's now. You need to get a clean piece of paper towel because I'm smearing. See what happens? I got it all wet and then I smeared it. But when you're using, I find that the paper towel works so much better. And I really want it clean because I like things sparkly. And there you go. And when it's sitting down, the pen doesn't go anywhere because it's fit exactly. The little box I made is 1/2 inch, which is about the size of these. So it just fits in nicely, a little bit snug, and I like that idea. So I hope, Susan, that this was your brainstorm. I just played with it. We were talking about different things on how to attach it, and what I've done is there's a 2-inch piece, and I did do 2-inch pieces. I was going to do that because I have it way up. It's 2-inch. The whole thing is 6x2. The whole cardstock is 6x2, and I have scored it at 1/2 inch. I also left enough of, I think it's about 1/16 of an inch here to fold it up and then fold it over. So it's kind of like rolled. But anyway, do I have the white one handy? Yes. So this is what I've done. I kind of have it sketched out on this piece of paper where I put it at a 6x2, so 6x2, and then so my first score line is at 2, and then it's at 2 1/16, and then I add, well, it says 3/4 of an inch, but I actually changed it to a 1/2 inch. I found 3/4 of an inch was a little bit big, which is sure, yeah, just a touch. So I changed it to. No pen handy, yes I do. So we'll change that to 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, and another 1/16. Sorry, so my mess. So the scoring's at 2, 2 1/16. Then I go over 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch to make the box, which is 4. And then another 1/16 added onto there, so that when I roll it up on the score lines, roll it, I'm rolling it up so that it makes a square, and then the place where it's the 1/16 are together so that it can tuck under that piece of very thin plastic, and then I go up and glue it like that. It's a little bit different here, did it do the same thing? 1/16. So this is another white piece. I did it better with the, this is basically how it looks once you've finished it. And this part slides underneath, and you can glue it, but you don't really have to because you're going to be gluing this part down. Now, I could have left it out. Okay, I could have just sort of left it sitting outside of this, like this. Left it sitting outside, but I don't like the fact that it wiggles around. I like something more solid, so I just curled it up, glued it down, and that's a good secure little spot for your pen. Because you know what? I can't stand getting something that you got to write on and have it with a loose pen somewhere where you have no place to secure it. I like to always know that my pen's going to be beside it. And these chalk writer things are really cool ideas. So I hope you like my little DIY, Susan's and mine, because we both got together on that. She has a lot of good ideas. She just, you know, she's timid and a little, well, I call her timid, but if you really know her, she's not. She's pretty good. But anyway, and now I'm wiping the table with my cloth. She doesn't feel like she can do these. She gets a little frustrated when she sits down to do them. And we've been kind of chatting back and forth. And I'm trying to encourage her because she really does have a creative mind. She just needs a little more faith in herself. Because she's really good at these. These are great ideas she's coming up with. Sorry, Susan, don't mean to embarrass you, but it's such gross. Anyway. Thanks for joining me. I just wanted to show you this sort of little collab that we did together because basically it's her idea and I just embellished it. Come up with some ideas. Thanks for joining me and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.